Video review.
While evil changes the reasons for war, we change the way we fight.
Another Transformers movie means another Transformers game. To many longtime fans, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and the other robots in disguise are something special, and hope endures that someday we'll get a Transformers game that captures the magic of the license. Unfortunately, Dark of the Moon is not that game. The action here isn't bad, but it also isn't anything special. There aren't any surprises or standout moments. The campaign is over quickly, and the shallow multiplayer isn't likely to keep you coming back for very long. Dark of the Moon serves as a prologue to the upcoming film of the same name. There's a story here about the evil Decepticons desperately looking for something, but the game never makes it clear why we should care about the outcome, so it's hard to feel invested in what happens. And because you play as both Autobots and Decepticons, you're not rooting for either side to prevail. The ending is underwhelming. Nothing is resolved and there are no clear winners or losers, only the setup of a situation that will play out at Cineplexes later this summer. The visuals don't create a sense of global conflict either. The South American villages, Mayan temples, and other locations don't have much detail, making them feel more like playsets for toy robots than actual locations around the world. The sounds do a better job of bringing the conflict to life. The various guns and other weapons you use throughout the game sound powerful, and Peter Cullen, the longtime voice of Optimus Prime, sounds as authoritative and benevolent as ever.
Ratchet?
Yes, Optimus.
I need you to provide assistance with the evacuation efforts. Ironhide?
Here, Prime.
Locate and neutralize the Decepticon threat.
On it.
The humans didn't ask for this war. We must protect them at all costs.
The campaign is spread across 7 chapters, each one focusing on a different Transformer. You spend most of your time walking or rolling your way through levels, blasting generic robots of the opposing faction. When in robot form, you have a few different weapons and abilities available, and those different abilities lend the action a bit of variety. Mirage, for instance, has a cloaking ability and a sniper rifle, and Megatron can drain health from nearby Autobots. In Dark of the Moon, each Transformer also has what's called a Stealth Force form, which resembles their vehicle forms but allows them to move in all directions. This mobility makes them fun to control, but their limited firepower means you'll probably spend more time in robot form. Finally, each Transformer also has his vehicle form. These are useful during specific sections of levels when you need to cover a lot of ground quickly. The controls for vehicle forms are awkward. Cars and trucks seem to pivot from a central point as if their wheels aren't actually touching the ground. But this awkwardness doesn't really matter, since there's no need to be precise during the driving sections. You can usually just drive ahead clumsily at full speed, bouncing off of the sides of the road, and still not have any trouble reaching your destination. These sections are a pleasant break from the third-person shooting that makes up most of the game, but the strange controls and physics also make them one of the game's biggest disappointments. When Bumblebee transforms into vehicle form and speeds down the road, it feels like you're controlling a lightweight toy rather than putting the pedal to the metal in a Camaro. The flying sections are similarly disappointing. You pilot Starscream in jet form, but he flies through the air much too slowly to make this exciting. In addition to the campaign, Dark of the Moon also has a multiplayer mode. The Transformers are broken up into 4 classes: the Speedy Scouts, Airborne Hunters, Well-Rounded Commanders, and Hard-Hitting Warriors. As in so many multiplayer games these days, you earn experience and level up, unlocking new perks and abilities. Battles tend to be chaotic, with lots of players shooting and clobbering each other at close quarters, which is good for some quick and shallow rock'em sock'em robots fun, but it lacks the depth to keep you coming back for long. You level up very quickly and can earn every ability for every class in a handful of hours. With shallow action, just 3 basic modes of play and 5 maps, this multiplayer quickly loses its appeal. The same can be said of the entire game. The 7-chapter campaign is over quickly and leaves you feeling like nothing has been resolved. It's more of a commercial for the upcoming film than a story in its own right. Walking through levels blasting robots offers some satisfaction, but it doesn't have the memorable or thrilling moments to make it stand out, and it certainly doesn't capture the Transformers magic that fans of the robots in disguise are hoping for. They say that Transformers offer more than meets the eye, but with Dark of the Moon, what you see is exactly what you get.